So many people have been talking about the problems with mobile internet in Russia. And for us here in the Kursk region, of course, that is no exception. Normally you can rely on your home Wi-Fi, but unfortunately, ours is broken right now. Unfortunately, a person who can come and fix it won't come for another 2 days. So how about you join us on an internetless day in provincial Russia? So everyone, welcome back to Kursk. We decided that we'd go out for the day, seeing as we can't really do much whilst we're inside. And I'll discuss how the internet switching off is affecting Russia and us personally. So what you see right here is the beach that was completely covered in snow. So yes, spring's arrived, everyone. The snow has melted, even if it still doesn't look particularly beautiful. Many people commented on that in my most popular video, that around here is incredibly ugly, but trust me, during the summer, oh my god, is it beautiful. The problem I briefly mentioned in that popular video is this right here. Property. Those buildings you see behind me, about 3 years ago would have cost around 4 million rubles, which is a little bit pricey, but it's reasonable. But now, especially how it's been rising, particularly in the city of Kursk, these will cost about 7 million rubles. So from that you can see just how the price of property have risen. Anyway, enough with that. Let's go and try and enjoy our day, and we'll show you how Russia functions without mobile internet. So the place where we are right now is called Boyvodacha. You've seen it in that other video and a couple of my others, but it's absolutely beautiful here, especially in the summer. What we're going to try to do today is we're going to try and show you that you can actually still buy things even without mobile internet. So a lot of comments I saw had a misunderstanding about this, that you wouldn't be able to use your card to pay in shops or anything like that. But that is still possible. Just, it's a little bit less convenient because without mobile internet you can't really just check your phone to see how much you've got. But let's go. I'll show you something interesting and we'll try out that card. So on my other videos, many people were saying, haha, no internet, no internet. Well, I think they kind of misunderstand how it works. Some of them think that the internet will be completely turned off, like for Wi-Fi and every single website, but that's not happened at all. It's not even close to the truth.
К сожалению, интернет в Курске недавно, можно сказать, практически пропал, мобильный. Буквально пару месяцев назад вроде начали работать банковские приложения и карты, и то пока не всегда. Это достаточно тяжело привыкнуть к этому, потому что раньше был идеальный интернет.
So yes, whilst mobile internet, especially in border regions like here in Kursk, it doesn't really work very often, but almost everything works still through Wi-Fi. Yes, some websites require VPN, but that's just life, and it was like that before, even before I posted that original video. I need a VPN to access YouTube.
Ну, Telegram — это вообще отдельная тема, отдельно очень большая проблема, потеря, которую очень сложно принять. К сожалению, многие VPN его не поддерживают, и плюс с мобильным интернетом VPN не работают. Приходится как через Wi-Fi там выискивать. Это тяжело принять. Вся работа, вся жизнь была в Телеграме. Думаю, так для многих россиян было.
Both governmental organizations and normal people relied on Telegram. It's a huge part of daily life, and many people are refusing to use the new app Max, a apparent replacement. Ask any Russian and they'll definitely say that yes, they use Telegram. It is the most popular app here, and even despite the blocking, everyone still uses it. I see it being that way for a very long time, same with Instagram. A lot of people here still use Instagram, and that's been blocked for years. While spring in Russia has arrived, summer hasn't yet. So the weather isn't as beautiful as I was hoping it would be. The sun keeps poking through, but you'll just have to put up with the fact that it's muddy and still a bit grim from the snow melting. There's not much I can do about the weather, even though many people in the last video seemed to think that I was either purposefully filming during bad weather or that Russia always looks like that. No. Just, I'm unfortunate with timing, you could say.
Это розмарин. Розмарин очень полезен для волос.
mark their territory. So if you are in Kursk, you come up to meet them, be careful of that.
Роджер. Роджер. Ты что знаешь?
Now that the sun is out, how about we go and try out the card and get ourselves something to eat?
Тут новое меню мексиканский и баварский. Нет, спасибо.
It was successful, see? You can pay for things even without mobile internet. It's not actually that bad.
Было в 2 раза дешевле.
Yeah, it was twice as cheap, but that's the reality.
Ну, можно, кстати, в шаурму гораздо дешевле, но там закрыто.
You also have чебуреки.
С разными вкусами. По-моему, мы в тот раз заказали с красной рыбой, и нам не понравилось. Потому что рыба не очень сочетается. Нужно с мясом, да.
Waffles over there as well.
Это стоит около 390 рублей, да. 390 рублей.
And here you have the sanction equivalents. So Добрый Cola, it's Coca-Cola.
Туалет. Что? Бесплатно.
Yeah, it's free, guys. Free toilet. And a place for smoking. What else could you want when you're in a park? Get some food, have a cigarette, and go to the toilet for free. Ah.
До свидания.
So here we have Bavarsky hot dog, Bavarian hot dog. When you don't have internet, what's the one thing you do when you're on the toilet, when you can't scroll through Instagram or YouTube or whatever? You scroll through your photos, and I found out that a year ago today we came here, and so I thought, why not show it off to you lot, seeing as now they're starting to open up after the winter. I have the feeling it's going to be delicious, and that feeling was accurate. Look, huh?
Нормально.
Как обычно. Always throw away your rubbish when you come out. Littering is bad.
Не знаю.
I hope that was thunder.
Как это может быть? Посмотри на небо. Хотя, ну, блин, обычно это когда прям совсем...
Ну да.
Это было точно.
The question you have to ask yourself when you live in Kursk.
Нет, посмотри на небо. Не может быть.
Maybe this is what we'll use.
Вот это наш Wi-Fi дома. Его он сломался.
Who knows if it works? People in that video made fun of me for saying that parks like this have free Wi-Fi because is the internet free? Who knows? We got these cool things here. There's all shashlik out of this, so like barbecue. Maybe in the summer we'll come back and I'll show you on camera how it looks. Well, this place, I need to show you how it looks during the summer because it is rammed full of people. There are a lot of foreign students in Kursk.
В Белгороде было гораздо больше иностранных студентов по сравнению с Курском. Не знаю, с чем связано, но почему-то очень много иностранцев выбирали Белгород.
А теперь?
Ну, теперь я не знаю, но, наверное, все равно по соотношению больше, чем Курск, потому что в Курске даже сейчас есть иностранцы.
Here's my motto, keep calm and eat. And that's what we're doing today. Well, that's what we did. I still have to lose a little bit of this, you know. Здравствуйте. Можно, пожалуйста, молочный коктейль, шоколадный, если есть. И какой вкус хочешь?
Банановый.
И еще банановый.
С шоколадом, к сожалению, нет.
Блин.
2 банановые, пожалуйста. Спасибо.
Давай ты будешь пробовать. Наполовину и мне половину оставь.
These little truffle things that we bought because my wife saw them and wanted them. So let's give it a try. I have to cook it, of course.
Лаванда вроде.
So lavender, apparently. Кстати, неплохо.
Точно. Неплохо.
Ну как?
Ну, не так плохо, но не мой вкус. Будешь пробовать.
Это какой вкус?
Не знаю, они сказали миндаль, но это вообще не миндаль. А манго маракуйя. Короче, лучше шоколадку купить. Да?
It's also not my taste. But
Ладно, да. Эксперимент.
and, let's try this. We've had these before and they were quite nice. But we'll see what it's actually like. Да, неплохо.
Можно чуть-чуть?
Да, конечно.
Ну, нормально, кстати. Лучше, чем в предыдущий раз. Это типа...
Нет, это твое.
Нет, это просто... Отдельное место, может, пойдем, там такое будет. Видите?
So my wife really, really wants to go to this place. She suggested it before.
А, ну, наверное, закрыто. Да, пока.
My wallet is thanking the Lord for having this place closed. So another downside of no mobile internet is it's not just the mobile internet, it's the signal entirely. It can be quite difficult to even text or call people when they switch it off. And most of the time it's working. Like with the mobile internet, a lot of things do still work when it's on. But when it's on. Like I say, the same is for just the connection in general. Like, when was the last time that you lived with zero connection at all? Not through Wi-Fi, not through mobile data, not through calls or texts. And how long was that for? A lot of this comes down to the fact that we live near the Ukrainian border. You can't escape that. And that's why many other places in Russia, you'll see videos of people saying, oh no, the internet works perfectly here. Well, yeah, in the centre of Moscow, it's probably going to be working fine. As my wife was saying, she knows people all across the country. And they don't have this problem at all. It's only really here in Belgorod, maybe in like a Rostov. But it's the realities of living where we are. And that moves on to why did I move here? Because many people seem very confused about that. Or even purposefully make up their own minds on why I moved here. So we'll discuss the lies that people have told about me. But whilst we do that, we'll go on our way home from here and show you a little bit more of what's around us. Привет. So the reason I moved here was because of my beautiful wife. It's not because of some ideological thing. I'm not here based on shared values. I'm not on that visa at all. I'm on a spousal visa. And a lot of the reason people think that I came for these shared values, a lot of the reason people think I came on the shared values visa is because it was the first thing that I mentioned in that video. Well, that's because the video was actually aimed at people who were already planning to move to Russia. They'd already made up their mind, and it was whether or not they should really do it. My main point was, don't move if you're coming just for ideological reasons. I literally say at the end of the video that if you're moving for ideological reasons, you should reconsider and try and just stay and focus on trying to improve your own country instead of running away to Russia, because it's not going to fix your problems. And Russia has problems of its own. And this brings me on to the fact that I didn't expect that that video would get popular at all. Nowhere near the popularity it had, or literally anything at all. I did not expect it to even get over 1,000 views. Never mind like 130 something thousand that it has now. And well, along with that came a lot of rather dishonest people who saw my video and decide to use it for their own purposes. Local decorations.
Конфет. Подожди. Ой, блин, что же делать? Блин, там нету дыры.
Now, if you're on either side, you might be thinking, oh, the other side are the ones that did the worst of this. But actually, it came from both sides. Both those who like Russia and those who absolutely hate it. And those who hate Russia include people like Callum Robertson, if I'm remembering his name correctly, or Jay in Kiev. I think he was the first big one to actually find my video, because Callum Robertson didn't even watch the video, he clearly just took it from the post that Jay in Kiev made.
So British people have been packing up everything, taking their savings and moving to Russia, and things have been going terribly, just like this guy.
I pull out these two specifically because I personally think they were rather malicious in the way that they edited my video and the way that they used it. A lot of people edited my videos specifically to say what they wanted. And I think seeing as both sides could edit down my video and could show off both the good of Russia and also use it to paint Russia as some terrible place, shows that I think it's a pretty balanced video if you actually watch the entire thing. On this channel, I don't sugarcoat life in Russia. Many people, because they watched only maybe first 3 minutes of the previous one, they thought that I was sugarcoating everything. That I was just saying praises of Russia for 30 minutes, but that's not true at all if you've actually seen the full video. In fact, I probably said more negatives than I did positives, because there were some negatives in my experiences. And that brings me on to the pro-Russia side of it, who also edited down my videos and lied about me. These ones aren't particularly negative lies though, whereas the anti-Russia side brought a lot of hate towards me personally. The pro-Russia side, they edited down my video as like, this English moves to Kursk and he says that life here is so great. As you can see from this video, I don't like everything about my life in Kursk. But in general, yes, as you can see, I do have a nice life here with my beautiful wife. These beautiful areas like this. There's good and bad in everything, and people on the internet just don't want to accept that. Whilst I received a lot of hate on that video, and tell me there was a lot of it, luckily it also brought the majority of my current audience. The people who have genuinely supported my channel and watch videos like this, so thank you very much if you came from that video. As we say in England, every cloud has a silver lining. You genuinely cannot imagine how much I appreciate every single one of you. And if you're actually new to this channel, click subscribe, click the bell button, like, comment, tell me what your thoughts are.
Я графический дизайнер, поэтому этот шрифт Монстрат один из самых популярных шрифтов.
I think that's really interesting. And hey, if you want to hire a designer, go to her Behance and take a look. She's amazing at her job, and I just thought, she's an amazing wife. She deserves a bit more publicity. By the way, if you've been to Kursk, you will have actually seen some of her work. For example, when you arrive in the train station, the design for this mural that goes along the wall was done by her. Painted by someone else, but designed by her. The world's best designer. So something that a lot of the older people do here, outside their flats, even though they're not technically supposed to. They create a little garden. Little Belgorod. Little vegetable patch. fed as well. So we're going to make milk jelly, something that my wife told me about and I've not tried. I think it should be quite nice. With some cacao as well.
Можно было сливки купить, с ними было бы вообще помогло.
Hopefully it won't give us cancer.
Сахар. Наверное, я перегрела его.
So now we'll put it in the fridge and we'll see later on in the video, later on in the day, how it turns out, if it'll actually be successful, because looking at that, who knows. So today we've got some ingredients for a salad. Not just any salad, but a Russian salad. Krabovый salad. Mayonnaise, crab sticks, agorot, cucumber, sweet corn, and eggs from Babushka Gala. So this was my first salad that I tried when I first came to Russia. It's easy to make, relatively cheap, and tastes great. So let's show you how to make it. So the first thing that you need to do is boil some eggs. So the rest of the recipe is very simple. You just kind of throw everything in, cut it up, put it in the bowl, and Bob's your uncle. As we can see here, we've got our little helper waiting. I think he expects that he'll get something out of this. So many people have their own recipes and there are quite a few variations. Some people add cheese to theirs. We won't be doing that today. We'll just be adding ingredients we've shown you because it's simpler and cheaper, and you can make your own variations if you want. Like it's a free world. You can do what you want, apart from access the internet. Honestly, this might be not the most productive use of my time, but without the internet, life is just starting to feel more relaxed, if that makes sense. Like, I can't check my emails, I can't scroll through YouTube or anything like that, or do anything particularly productive. So we can just enjoy our life a bit. By the way, I just want to thank a subscriber, Khrach Chadajian, for his amazing donations, because they actually paid for the microphone I'm using for this video now. So people can't complain that all they're hearing is the packets that we're opening. Now you can actually hear my beautiful voice. If you also want to help out, then you can leave a super thanks as a comment, and it really helps out the channel. Like I say, you just chuck all the things you cut into a big bowl. I have the world's best wife. Ничего.
Что за огромные куски? Бен,
Что?
это огромные куски. Представь их в салат. Все нужно назад и резать их на более мелкие куски. Огурец.
Are these normal to you? These seem like a normal size to me.
Огурец должен быть самым маленьким.
So next, you cut up the eggs that you have boiled into little pieces, very little pieces. So, whilst we're on the topic of food, I did film another video during the winter which I wasn't sure whether I should upload or not. It was a video where I tried military food, Russian military rations, and yeah, would any of you actually be interested in seeing that, or maybe you think that would be too controversial for my channel? I'll be curious to know what your thoughts are. Because I think that video turned out quite well, but I just never ended up uploading it. So just tell me in the comments what you think. Look at how the master does it. So, after watching the Maslenitsa video, my mother decided that she had to get us a spatula because many people were complaining about how we made those blini, those pancakes. So, thank you, Mum. I'm just showing this in a video so my mum understands that yes, I do have it. We do appreciate it, thank you very much. Mother knows best. And it wasn't just a spatula that I brought back from home. As good Englishman, I got a huge bag of Yorkshire tea. I live off of this stuff. And if Russians would like to know how to make real English tea, then tell me in the comments and I'll make a video where I show that off. Someone in my Telegram group already tried Yorkshire tea, so go to my Telegram group whilst you're at it. Go and have a look at what he said about it. So now what we do is you mix it up. And then you add, like for every Russian salad, a ton of mayonnaise. But we'll do that for each plate. Personally, that's how we do it. But some people will just add it into there, so everyone just gets the same amount. Look at that. All that krabovy goodness. So now we have a plate set up. Let's add the final and most important ingredient. Kuzi agrees. And look at that krabovy salad. Let's give it a taste test. I am going to turn off the camera and I'm going to enjoy this. I've been waiting for salads like this since New Year and we've finally made one. This isn't even my favourite of the Russian salads. My favourite is selodka pod shubai, which for some reason Russians seem to think that foreigners won't like, which I mean, okay, the idea of it is a little bit strange, but it's delicious. And for some reason, on my Telegram group and the poll that I put on my YouTube channel, the one people most liked was Olivia, which I find the most boring out of them. I'll enjoy this and then we'll have a look in the fridge and see whether our jelly worked. Jelly time. So it's a few hours later. Let's check the jelly and see if it's actually worked. Hey, look at that. This one's not entirely done, but still. Look at that. Wibble, wobble, wibble, wobble. Jelly on a plate. Mmm, looks delicious. Wibble, wobble. So let's give it a try, shall we? Milk jelly with cacao. I think it looks interesting. But let's give it a taste. No, it's not bad, but it's interesting. All the cacao went all the way to the bottom, and the rest of it is kind of plain tasting, with a bit of a strange general taste. But as I say, it's not actually bad. I'd actually recommend you try this at home if you have the chance. My wife is shaking her head. Well, at least we try this day. Tomorrow, we should have our internet back and I should be able to actually upload a video. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe. This video here, which I uploaded recently, might interest you. Anyway, thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day and до свидания.